Hi, my name is Lisa Calvillo. I'm currently a student at Texas A&M Commerce. I have been doing the organizational leadership program, and this is my last course, Capstone 2. I'm supposed to do a video project for Mr. Miller, and this video is supposed to characterize things that I have learned doing this project. For example, there's 4 questions I need to answer first. First, saying, who were you as a leader in the beginning of the applied major course? Number 2, what did I learn as I was completing each class? Who am I as a leader now? And as a leader, where would I go from here? And I'd like to start off as what I thought a leader was supposed to be in the beginning. So first and foremost, in the beginning of this program, I was a little skeptical about the program because it was online. I had never done online courses, and this is the first time that I have been introduced to this, and the schedule was rigorous with work and family. But I'm glad that I did all this, and I completed my goal. And I am here now. At the beginning of the coursework, I was placed in a leadership position, but was never fully knowledgeable like I am now that I have taken all these courses. I was a bit more timid, not willing to speak my mind. My communication wasn't there. And now I feel that after taking these courses, I'm ready to be a leader and to be out there, showing other people what I have learned in these courses. What I learned in each one of these classes, for example, in issues in organizational leadership, this course was interesting. I liked it. It got to show me a lot of what type of leader I was in the beginning. It offered an overview of issues related to organizational leadership, including and defining the organizations, the theories of leadership, the characteristics and the behaviors of leaders, as well as verifying context under which leaders, how they could perform. With this class being the intro, it all really got to me thinking, and I opened my eyes to see different issues that can be related to organization leaderships. It was a fairly easy class, and it was good in the beginning. I really enjoyed this class. Data-driven, the second course that I took, it was a two-course class. It was data-driven decision-making. This term course examines the role of quantitative data in managerial and entrepreneurial decision-making. The course draws upon quantitative tools and analysis from several disciplines, especially statistics, economics, accounting, financing. The course study demonstrated the usefulness of these tools and analysis in providing optimal technical options in decision-making situations. The emphasis of the course is on the interpretation and translation of data into information for the benefit of internal and external consumers. This class was a big challenge for me. The coursework, the bookwork, getting on here on the computer and learning how to use PowerPoint, how to use Word, it was a big challenge for me, but I got through it. And I'm glad that I took this class because it really shows you the different areas of, working the system, working technology. And I believe that Excel is a big thing for me to use now and even in the future with whatever job that I get, or even useful here just at home. This class, like I said, was one of the hardest, but I did learn about using all the data and how it can be used to improve an organization. Like I said, doing the Excel files was a tough one as well, but now I'm able to implement that with my knowledge, with the programs. Working in an organization that will benefit from data and charts, I believe I can make a big step in stepping up to be able to do that kind of work now, because in the beginning, I don't think I'd be able to do that because I did feel overwhelmed. Just looking at the data charts, it was a lot of work. So I'm glad I was able and I was introduced to this type of work. So thank you. I also took behavior ethics and leadership. This 2-term course provided an examination of ethics in the workplace and the role of organizational leaders in fostering ethical behavior. Case studies, discussions, self-assessments, reading assignments, exercises. I was able to explore the basic frameworks of ethical dealings and moral leaderships. As I was able to demonstrate a competency in critical thinking, skills to both identify the ethical issues that are typically encountered in organizational settings and the interactions that we faced each and every day. This class was one that I really enjoyed, learning the different styles and how ethics plays a huge role in an organization. Having and seeing the ethical side of leadership and being able to remain ethical is extremely important. I'm glad I got to learn how to handle ethical dilemmas and remain diplomatic, all in the area of this learning this course of work. I also took leadership theory. This was also a 2-term course. It focused on leadership roles within the principles and practice of management of the organization. The course was designed to provide students with the knowledge and skills that can be used to analyze organizational processes and address challenges inherent in leading the organization, operations, and projects that we may face each and every day. Leadership theory is applied to practical problems in planning, controlling the workplace situation and activities that we may have in our workplace. This class was interesting as well. Learning how to control certain situations that occur. I believe I have personally encountered a few situations at work, and I believe I handled them to the best of my knowledge. But now with this information, I feel that I'm better equipped. I know how to handle situations more. Like I said earlier, my communication is extremely better. I'm able to voice my concerns, give my what I think. So I'm glad I took this class as well. It was very useful, and I believe it's going to be very useful for me in the future as well. I also took leading change. This course offered in-depth analysis of issues related to the organizational change. This class was a good one. It showed me how to deal with change in an organization. As for me in my current organization, with many changes that have occurred, I believe that I am able to deal with change in a more graceful manner. And like I've said before, there are situations out there where managers don't know how to handle situations. And I really feel that this was something where I can look back and really think about what I have learned within my classes and use that information with what I do every day. I also took the 2-term course for Capstone 1 and 2. It required an analysis, a very vigorous analysis. I was able to interview 2 very amazing leaders, but both showed different overviews on how they can handle things. The course is an evaluation of my knowledge and skills, including the academic performance, the teamwork experience, the workplace experience, and using current information, technology, and resource of the student. I was able to construct a professional profile. I was able to use problem-solving skills to analyze, evaluate, and recommend an implementation plan to address an organization leadership issue or problem. These 2 courses, like I said before, were very, very knowledgeable. I had no idea that, because, like I said, I introduced a principal. I also introduced a owner of a daycare. And even though they both had similar areas of how to handle situations, they were both still very different. As I describe myself today as a leader, I see myself being more understanding now, and I'm willing to speak my voice, my concerns. I don't take just a one action, just a one area where I can say, no, this is the way it's going to be. I feel that the open door policy is something that's very important that a lot of leaders should be able to implement in their organization. Communication should be key to lead people. You should be able to want to not just keep all your leadership styles to yourself, but also share them with everybody that you work with. It's always a good idea for your organization to work together, to respect one another, to have the same ethics, to have, the same. Even though sometimes I know everybody thinks differently, which is good because, areas of differences is always a good thing to look forward to, because we can learn from our mistakes and their mistakes and put them together to create a stronger organization. Where do I go from here? What do I need to do to continue my leadership journey? I'm extremely ecstatic that I'm finishing. I never really thought I would have this opportunity to, finish school, to get a bachelor's. My life was really always work, my kids, my family. And when I was able to, when I looked up this program with Texas A&M Commerce, I felt that maybe I could do something different. And I'm glad I chose this. I'm glad I chose this decision. I followed through because now I'm done. I'm going to be receiving my bachelor's, and I hope to continue my education to see where it takes me. I would hope to, in the future, to, I don't know, maybe just teach or make a difference in somebody's life. But thank you for the opportunity to enhance my knowledge in this area. I believe I did the right thing coming here, doing this project, doing this coursework. I have learned a tremendous amount on how to be a great leader. Thank you so much.